Welcome back to This Week at ISU. I'm your host, Omen Gurchiek. This week we have homecoming events, Halloween parties, and more. This Week at ISU starts right now. The Homecoming Parade was a successful event for campus organizations to welcome alumni and the community to celebrate school spirit. The parade featured floats, local organizations, candy, and shirts. The Trike Derby was among the many homecoming activities that took place over the past couple of weeks. The Derby was a competition that Indiana State Greek orgs could participate in and included 2 different races. President Goddard and Mayor Sackbun were both in attendance. Let's hear what they had to say.
Yeah. It's been a great event. A lot of excitement from our students. They seem to be really enjoying themselves. And women's race just finished, just getting ready for the men's race. But certainly just a ton of excitement in the crowd. And it looks like everyone's having fun. Doesn't look like anyone's getting hurt. So we're having a great day. Yeah, I think it's important for a lot of reasons. Number one, it's been going on since 1963. And when we do this event around homecoming, it not only brings our students together, but we have so many alumni who come back and watch the race as well because they used to participate in it. And so I think that, and along with our community involvement that's here as well. Our mayor of Terre Haute is here enjoying it as well, and he's going to join me on the pace lap for the men's race. And so a lot of fun and community involvement overall. Yeah, that we just continue to grow, have more teams, have more participation, more fans cheering us on, but really just to kind of build upon that momentum that we already have with the trike races.
Honestly, anything's good to get our students engaged. So we love Indiana State University's homecoming weekend. They're great community members. We want them to go out and have a good time, have a safe time, really enjoy what Terre Haute has to offer. This is part of that, so we're blessed to be a part of it today. I'd love to see more pack stands, more participants, and I really enjoy supporting Indiana State University.
First homecoming's been great. We've had sync sessions, we've had blue light party, we've had Thursday night live, and now the trike races, and then tomorrow the parade leading into our football game at 1 p.m. Everything's been great. I've really enjoyed just being able to interact with people, get to learn about our traditions, and just be a part of it.
The NPHC Stroll-Off was a dance competition for Black fraternities and sororities. NPHC is the National Pan-Hellenic Council that is made of 6 African-American Greek organizations. Students could buy tickets to enjoy a variety of performances. Tailgating was a continued tradition before the football game for homecoming. There was lots of food provided from Greek orgs, as well as tabling and tents set up from other organizations around campus.
It was first I'm going to say it was very fun. I had a really good time, met a lot of friends, and I'm a speech language pathologist, and so I enjoyed my time here at ISU and was able to do clinicals here on campus and gain a lot of experience that way before I actually started my job. I think it's great to come back and see your friends that you made when you were in college. It's been important to my family. Both of my children are ISU alum as well, and so they have always come to homecoming with us from the time they were really little, and were used to the university and the feel of the place, and I think that's one thing that helped them decide to come here to school.
I was in ROTC while I was here for a short time. I was also an RA and an assistant director in the residence halls, and so I met a lot of people. Rex Kendall was my boss when I was here, when I was an assistant director in Rhodes and Mills Hall. So we've gotten to know a lot of people here, and both of my kids are graduates from Indiana State. So our family runs True Blue. I think it's time. It's a good time to come back and reconnect. You get to see a lot of people that you may have not seen, for a number of years. Just kind of see what they're doing in life and see how things turned out for them. And you also get a chance to support the university.
Dia de los Muertos is a Spanish holiday celebrated traditionally on November 1st and 2nd, or sometimes on October 31st. This event was for all students to gather to learn all about Day of the Dead. Students learned about the ofrenda, which is a gateway between the living and spirits of loved ones to reunite. There was face paint, bingo, a donut eating competition, and more. De-Stress Fest was a great way for students to unwind and forget about the anxieties of college. There was tote bag painting, kombucha, therapy dogs, and massages.
So the event is De-Stress Fest. So basically it's kind of just like a little hodgepodge of like just fun activities. We have tote bag painting, journal decorating, slime making. I have therapy dogs, just stuff like that. I think the main reason why it's important is just so they can get involved and get out of their dorms. I feel like it's super important for, especially if they're freshmen coming in, to just not be stuck in their dorms and just to kind of explore campus. That's kind of the great thing about college, in my opinion, is just having events like this at hand where you don't have to spend money. It's just something fun to do. Kind of keeps them, I think it helps people stay interested in being at ISU for sure. SGA has a couple. I know I will be working on doing a food drive later in November. We have a surf session tomorrow, but it's kind of winding down for this semester.
Honors College Halloween Party was a spooky celebration for all students. This was a great way for students to celebrate Halloween with fun costumes and candy. Trunk or Treat for Talent was a career fair but with a Halloween twist. There were applications and job opportunities along with some trick-or-treating candy. Let's hear what Cary from the Career Center had to say.
So this is our new first annual, hopefully, Trunk or Treat for Talent event. So we have 30 employers here today looking to connect with students around jobs and internships, and talk a little bit about their companies. So I could reach probably and say that every student or every Sycamore came here to get a job, right? And so the more that those students and collegians can engage with employers during their time here, the more opportunities they'll have after they graduate. So this is important because this is just one of those engaging opportunities that, I just got dust in my eye, is one of those engaging opportunities that they can create those relationships with employers. I would say students come out, try it out. The employers are super excited to meet you and just figure out like what you're interested in and how they can support you as a business and you them.
Here's Abby Carter with Health Minute.
Hey Sycamores, welcome back to Health Minute. I'm Abby Carter. This week we are discussing hazing. First off, what is hazing? Hazing refers to any activity expected of someone in joining or participating in a group that humiliates, degrades, abuses, or endangers them regardless of a person's willingness to participate. Hazing has many names like initiations, beasting, bastardization, ragging, or deposition. No matter what it is being called, if you are being told you cannot join or participate in an organization unless you do something that could possibly harm, humiliate you, or get you in trouble, they are trying to haze you. There are two main types of hazing, subtle hazing and violent hazing. Subtle hazing typically involves activities or attitudes that breach reasonable standards of mutual respect and place new members on the receiving end of ridicule, embarrassment, and/or humiliation tactics. New members often feel the need to endure subtle hazing to feel part of the group or team. Violent hazing is a behavior that causes emotional anguish or physical discomfort in order to feel like part of the group. Harassment hazing confuses, frustrates, and causes undue stress for new members. Remember, if you see this happening in your organization, whether it is happening to you or others, make sure you report it. We hope you feel more knowledgeable about hazing and how it works. Thank you for joining us, and check back next week for more healthy tips and tricks. Back to you, Omen.
Now over to Cary Foster with the weather.
Thanks, Omen. Well, Sycamores, I hope you have your jackets ready, as the cold weather will be rolling in soon. This week you'll be dealing with highs in the mid-60s and lows leaning into the high 30s. That's all I have for now. Back to the studio.
That's all the time we have this week. If you'd like to get involved with Sycamore Video, or if you have any events that you would like for us to cover, send us an email at isu-sycamorevideo@indstate.edu. Check us out on our Facebook page at Sycamore Video-ISU Student Media or Sycamore Video on YouTube. See you next week, Sycamores.